Clear Cannabis is basically a licensing company. We license the Clear, has been our brand for the last several years. The Clear was invented in 2013. I acquired the intellectual property in 2019. And we're in 11 states currently, and we use a licensing platform, so we license compliant operators in their state. We do the R&D and support from a marketing. It's much like a franchise. You can't say that though because it's cannabis. That's a federal structure. So we're right now courting, interviewing, vetting partners in Illinois, New Jersey, New York, Florida. Those are hot on the table, and we have ongoing conversations with really every state that's got any kind of a program, whether it's rec or medical or one or the other.
What do you look for in a partner?
Our best partners end up being ones that are new to the industry, that are not already making products that are similar or the same. Our primary product line is vapes, flavored vapes. We do have edibles and that kind of thing, but we have pre-rolls, infused pre-rolls. So, I'm not saying that if they're already doing something that they're not good. It's just we've had the most success with somebody who's new to the business or new to being a manufacturer who really invests in our brand the way we invest in them.
Any new products that we could look forward to coming out?
Yes, we're very excited about tablets that are in the final stages of beta in Colorado. We're based in Colorado. I actually own the lab. I licensed a separate company, so we are operators as well, just in Colorado. So we trial everything in Colorado. Okay. And tablets we're going to release here in the next month or so. Following that, we're working on topicals to really expand the line to what we call the Clear Effects line. So they're really targeted to solve a problem. Our other stuff is, basically just high-potency vapes and infused pre-rolls, which are pretty strong.
Are the high-potency vapes, is that your strongest product line?
It is. That was the original. It's invented by the founders, Chris Barone, Courtney Maltese, Brian Maltese, Chase Martin in Long Beach in 2013. Primarily vapes until 2020. Okay. But that's our strongest product line. It's the legacy product line. We're real unique in that we use botanically derived terpenes. Okay. So like Coca-Cola, our terpene blends, our flavors, we're able to ship them across state lines because they're not cannabis derived. The components are all flavonoids and terpenes that are found in the cannabis plant, but it's much easier to get limonene from a lime.
Yeah.
So,
what is your greatest challenge right now for Clear?
Well, the biggest challenge in the industry is price compression and capitalization. Yeah. Pick one. They're both 1 and 1A. So, with the maturation of the industry, there's a lot of companies that are not going to end up being around, and so it's a war of attrition in many states. Even with new states coming online, I've seen the pattern. It works the same way in every state. Yeah. There's scarcity for 9 months while the growers figure out their rooms or their cultivation habits and you get their yields up. And then there's an oversupply, and then there's price compression and normalization. So because we are not federally legal and we can't operate the way that any other industry does, where the supply chain, particularly a biomass supply chain, is broken up state by state. Yeah. They all have to go through the same process. So the biggest challenge is really the differences between states from an operational perspective, just with the laws and the labeling and the advertising and. So yeah, we have 11 different versions of just about everything when it comes to the packaging, but the product is the same. Yeah. We're here to meet with our partners, our licensed entities, meet new ones, some of the ones that we're vetting or courting, You know, we have a strong relationship with Roll Pros and DDS, Detroit Dispensing Systems. We prefer the Roll Pros machine because it creates a cylinder as opposed to a cone. Yeah. We found that our pre-rolls work much better not being in a cone shape because they're infused with distillate and flavor, so it gets kind of gunky when you got a cone shape. Yeah. So we renew our partnership and relationships with those companies. DDS is the filling machine that we prefer. We've been around a long time. We've made hundreds of millions of vapes. So it always starts off hand filling, and then you go to, we have a good relationship with Thompson Duke as well. So we go from hand filling to Thompson Duke to DDS as the market matures and spins up, and it makes sense economically to invest in those machines. But we found the DDS machine to be ideal for our situation, being that it fills in caps. Yeah. Very precise, can handle different formats, because we make everything from a 0.35 disposable to a 2-gram cart. Yeah. And different types of carts. So it's real flexible, and basically, business comes down to the people, and the guys at DDS are awesome. Yeah. And they support their equipment. The equipment's going to break. It just is, so it's really the service after the sale.
Do you have any advice as to how to survive this war of attrition?
Wow. It's really make sure you got capitalization. Do not take on toxic debt. That's killing a lot of companies. I mean, just look at the Canadians. It's crazy.
What do you mean by toxic debt?
So when you're having to borrow money at 17 to 22%, you're never going to fill that hole. Especially with the tax situation the way it is with 280E, your margins not enough to borrow that money, have to pay that interest rate, and be able to invest it and make money and pay that money back. So, it ends up being really a death spiral. I guess message to the industry, the enemy's out there, right? There's a lot of infighting, unhealthy competition and ego that's really retarding the industry from the inside. It's changing over the years, but there's enough room for everybody. It's not about the width of your slice of the pie, it's about the diameter of the pie. And we got enough to fight outside, right, with prohibitionist groups, with legislators who don't understand the products, and with the regulation and taxation. So, let's all get together, everybody. It's supposed to be, that's the nature of the product.
Yeah, hey, that's a positive message, man. Thank you very much.
You bet, thank you.